shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. As we sing holy, 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 I want you to look around the room and realize that every face you see is the face of God. And at this time, I'd like you to greet each other in any way that you feel comfortable. Any way that you feel comfortable. I like to shake a hand and make a friend. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you, oh Lord. I want to see you. Thank you, brother. Glad you're here. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. Open the eyes of my heart. I want to see you. Want to see you, darling. I want to see you. Open the eyes of my heart. Open the eyes of my heart, Lord. I want to see you, oh Lord. I want to see you high and lifted up. See you high and lifted up. Shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. See you high and lifted up. Shining in the light of your glory. Pour out your power and love as we sing holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. You are holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. I want to see you right now. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. I want to see you right now. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. Holy, holy, holy. I want to see you. Amen.
Oh, there I am. Hey, 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 y'all. Good morning. Holy, holy, holy. The face of God is so beautiful here as I look at each and every one of you. What a wonderful day, and I am so thrilled to have Mr. Eddie Watkins Jr. here with us today.
Thank you.
I am Reverend Cindy Grimes, a.k.a. the Inspirator of Center for Spiritual Living Ocala. Do we have any first-time visitors? I know we do. Hey, hey. Oh, you've been here for a long time. Those two. Yeah, where else? Where else? Over here. Wonderful. Yes, give them some extra love this morning. It is a beautiful day in this neighborhood. And let's see, this is not working either. What's going on here? I want to tell you a little bit about us and what this place is, especially for our newcomers. All are welcome here. Everyone is welcome here. And here is our mission, what we're about. You know, it's important to know what people's values are and their vision and their mission, so you know, like, if you're a good fit. And so our mission, too, is embody and share truth principles and spiritual practices that empower us to awaken to the power and presence that lies within and all around us, so that we may facilitate spiritual healing and the evolution of our individual and collective consciousness. Now, that is a whole big mouthful, but what it means is that we are here to be that power and presence, to remember it. We already are. It's to remember that's who we are and to lift ourselves up. And as we lift ourselves, we lift one another. And that consciousness goes into that upward spiral. And how many people know that we really, 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 really need that right now? Yes? You on board? All right, that is our mission. And our vision is that we are a thriving New Thought community dedicated to spiritual growth and practice, sacred activism, and the transformative love that reveals our interconnectedness and oneness. See that idea of oneness? That is the core of what we are about and what we teach, is that even though we feel like separated individual people, we are all part of something that is much, much larger and greater than any one of us alone. And the faster we can come into that understanding, the faster we can lift ourselves out of this yucky mucky thing that we're going through. Yes? Okay. Sacred activism is the intersection of consciousness and action. It is the place where prayer and service activate love and spiritual principles become lived practice. Sacred activism is how we show up as a beneficial presence in the world. Right? So it's not just about the prayers, though the prayers and the vision and all of that is so important. It's about how we show up and what we do in this world. And that's part of what we are here to explore together. And so our values, wholeness of spirit, personal and spiritual growth, collaborative, synergistic community. That means we come together, right? We collaborate. And synergy means that we are greater than the sum of our parts. So look at the power in this room. Look at the face of God. When we come together for a purpose, we can really, like, you go from 1 + 1 = 2 to 1 + 1 = 1,000. You know, that's what synergy is. And then abundance and prosperity, love and compassion, appreciation, gratitude, peace, balance, power of freedom, diversity and inclusion. Yes. We can say that here. And generosity and generosity. Now, I had a dream this morning that it was really weird. Like I kind of upstage Eddie Watkins, but you know I can't do that. But this man's music, does anybody else have a soundtrack that plays with their life? Raise your hand if y'all got a soundtrack, yes? Like, I have a soundtrack. Random music pops up all different times. Sometimes it means something, sometimes it doesn't. But in those moments when I need something to lift me, right, to help me remember who I am, it is this man's music. And he has been in the soundtrack of my life. He's been here for my most important moments in terms of my ministry. My graduation from the program, my ordination, he played the music. And I'm just so thrilled always to have you in our presence. Thank you, Eddie.
You're welcome.
Take it away.
All right, thank you. All right, well, wow, it's 1111. How about that? I love it. Well, you know, I started my New Thought journey at the First Church of Religious Science in Las Vegas. And I became a student of Ernest Holmes. So when I come here, it's like I know that you get it. You get everything that I'm saying and everything that I'm writing about, because most of my songs are based on the writings of Ernest Holmes. And stuff in the Bible, but I don't know who wrote that, but I know who wrote stuff in Ernest Holmes' book. So, but anyway, what I want to share with you this right now is, and everything that Cindy just said, I'm going to kind of echo that, because I don't really do lessons, I do music. But I'll show you how my music ties in to the teachings of Ernest Holmes, and that's what I'm going to do today. And especially at a time when we are having a little bit of discomfort. You know, we don't promote that, but we acknowledge it, and we know that it does exist. But I'm going to read something from Living Science of Mind. One life. I know that there is a power for good which is responding to me and bringing into my experience everything that is necessary for my unfoldment to my happiness, to my peace, to my health, and to my success. I know there is a power for good that enables me to help others and to bless the world. So I say to myself quietly, there is one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. And I say to myself, I am daily guided so that I shall know what to do under every circumstance in every situation. Divine intelligence guides me in love, in joy, and in complete self-expression, desiring that the law of good alone shall control me and bless and prosper everything I am doing. I multiply every activity. I accept and expect happiness and complete success, realizing that I am one with all people. I affirm that there is a silent power flowing through me and them, which blesses and heals and prospers, makes happy and glad their pathway. And realizing that the world is made up of people like myself, I bless the world and affirm that it shall come under the divine government of good, under the divine providence of love, and under the divine leadership of the supreme intelligence. For thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory forever. Amen. Ernest Holmes, Living Science of Mind. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is our life now. So whatever you're seeing, whatever it looks like, just know that this is God's life and it's perfect. It's perfectly unfolding the way that it should. Perfectly. Did I say perfectly? I think I did. Here we go. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There's only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. There is only one holy substance flowing in and throughout creation. Right here in this very moment, we are in expression. We are a beloved expression, born of perfection. Let's raise our hands and celebrate because we know there's only one life.
That life is God's
That life is God's life.
That life is perfect.
That life is perfect.
That life is mine.
That life is my lifestyle. There's only one life.
That life is God's
That life is God's life now.
life is perfect.
That life is perfect.
That life is mine.
That life is my life now. There is only one holy flowing in and throughout creation. And right here in this very moment, you are an expression. You are a beloved expression, born of perfection. So raise your hands and celebrate because you know there's only one life.
Life is God's
That life is God's life now.
life is perfect.
That life is perfect.
That life is mine.
That life is my lifestyle. There's only one life.
That life is God's
That life is God's life now.
life is perfect.
That life is perfect.
That life is mine.
That life is my lifestyle. There's only one life.
That life is God's
That life is God's life now.
life is perfect.
That life is perfect.
That life is mine.
That life is my lifestyle. There's only one life.
That life is God's
That life is God's life now.
life is perfect.
And that life is perfect. Repeat after me. Say one, 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 one,
There's only one.
one life,
That life is God's
God's life,
life is perfect.
one life,
That life is my life.
God's life,
There's only one.
there's only one life.
That life is God's
That life is God's life now.
life is perfect.
our life now. One life. Yes. And that being said, I'm walking with the Spirit, and I'm talking to the Spirit. I'm learning from the Spirit, and I'm turning to the Spirit. I'm growing in the Spirit, and it's showing through the Spirit. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Well, I'm walking with the Spirit. I'm talking to the Spirit. I'm learning from the Spirit, and I'm turning to the Spirit. I'm growing within the Spirit, and it's showing through the Spirit. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Well, when I find myself in one of those situations that's leading to some kind of drama or confrontation, I go within and get plugged into my friend before it's too late. I put the Spirit in front of me to make those crooked places straight. I'm walking with the Spirit. I'm talking to the Spirit. I'm learning from the Spirit, and I'm turning to the Spirit. I'm growing there within the Spirit, and it's showing through the Spirit. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Well, when I find myself in one of those situations when I don't know what to do and got no explanation, I go within and get plugged in for a revelation. And 10 times out of 9 things will work out fine without my participation. I'm walking with the Spirit. I'm talking to the Spirit. I'm learning from the Spirit, and I'm turning to the Spirit. I'm growing within the Spirit, and it's showing. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. I'm walking and I'm talking to the Spirit, and I'm learning from the Spirit, and I'm turning the Spirit, and it's showing. I'm walking with the Spirit in front of me. Woo! Woo! All right. Man, you guys are dancing back there. All right, I love it. I love it. All righty. Woo. So I'm going to mix a little bit of, oh, yes, sir, thank you. One of the things about, religious science is it's open at the top, and there's always room for other ideas and other concepts. And that's what's so beautiful, the inclusivity of it. I'd like to share this with you, and this is not something that I've achieved, but I get it. Now, I'm just going to share this with you. The great way is not difficult for those who have no preference. When love and hate are both absent, everything becomes clear and undisguised. Make the smallest distinction, however, and heaven and earth are set infinitely apart. If you wish to see the truth, then hold no opinions for or against anything. To set up what you like against what you dislike is the disease of the mind. When the deep meaning of things is not understood, the mind's essential peace is disturbed to no avail. I have not gotten to that point. I have opinions. But I have gotten to the point where I'm beginning to notice myself having an opinion. And that's different. Because when we have an opinion, we're invested. We're right. And someone else is wrong. But when we get to the point where we at least realize that we're having an opinion, then we become the observer. And then when we observe ourselves, we start to get more clarity of how we fit into the whole scheme of things. And all I'm talking about, I'm not saying one thing or the other, one side or the other. What I'm saying is that when we observe the nature of things, we become less emotional about the things that don't matter. What matters is what's true, what is really true. And before we start trying to tell people what's true, we need to find out ourselves what's true. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what's true. But I do know that the answer to whatever you're looking for is within, and it's not on the TV. I travel around the country. I hate to fly, so I drive most places that I go. So that means that I'm in the hotels, I'm in the restaurants, I'm in the truck stops, and I'm seeing the waitresses and I'm seeing the people across America. And I guarantee you, there's way more similarities than differences. And you can get along with just about anybody if you don't talk about certain things. Yeah. It's so easy because most people have an animal. Most people have a mother and a father. Some have children. Most people have a job. Some people have a favorite sports team. Do you see what I'm getting at? Which has nothing to do with their views about other things, but I'm talking about things that bring us together. And if we could stay there, and if we could talk about things that bring us together, we could ease a lot of this tension that's going on. Because trust me, people, nothing's wrong. Everything's unfolding exactly the way it should. The pendulum swings one way too far, then it's going to swing right back. I'd rather just watch it and grab some popcorn. And I rely on the principles that are taught here, and that's why I'm such a big fan of Ernest Holmes, because he speaks about it, and you spoke about activism as well, which I would like to touch on that. This is Ernest Holmes' thoughts on how to transform things that you're not totally happy with. I'm just using that very loosely, not happy with. Ernest Holmes, focus on the good and refuting negativity. Holmes emphasized focus on the desired outcome rather than dwelling on the problems or negative conditions. This aligns with the proactive approach to change, where individuals focus on creating a better future rather than resisting the status quo. The power of thought. Holmes believed that thoughts are creative and have the power to manifest reality. This suggests that individuals can use their thoughts to create a world where their values are reflected, leading to a positive social change. Divine law and freedom. Holmes believed in the universal law of good and that living in accordance with the law leads to freedom and well-being. This could be interpreted as advocating for social structures that uphold the principles of justice and the goals of the protest. And this is the most important one, Ernest Holmes says. Inner transformation. Holmes' philosophy emphasizes personal transformation as the foundation for positive change, suggesting that meaningful change must begin within oneself. This could be interpreted as a call for individuals to first cultivate inner peace and understanding before engaging in social action. Can I get an amen? Because when we approach things with anger, if we approach an angry person with anger, that doesn't get us anywhere. When we complain about the people who are complaining, that doesn't get us anywhere either. But if we live the kind of life where we attract all of the good stuff that we desire, and then that's a vibration that we create. And I agree with Ernest Holmes. I mean, we can actually, through our thoughts and through our minds and through our behavior, we can create a world that works for everyone, not just for a certain select group of people. And that's what I truly believe. And that leads me to the next song. All right. Everything is an inside job.
Everything is an inside job.
Change the way you're looking at a thing. The thing you're looking at is gonna change. Everything is an inside job.
Everything is an inside job.
You may have to look deeper to find what will release you. This feeling that you had that left you feeling sad. There's nothing you can have outside yourself to fix it. And that's the reason why sometimes we have to cry to let it all go. Be still and know everything is an inside job.
Everything is an inside job.
Change the way you're looking at a thing. The thing you're looking at is gonna change. Everything is an inside job.
Everything is
Well,
an inside job.
you may have to dig deeper to find what will release you. This may be hard to take. Some things we tend to hate. It's not a God mistake. Placed here to be corrected. Every player has a role to make this world a whole. Not for us to control. Be still and know everything is an inside job.
Everything is an inside job.
Change the way you're looking at a thing. The thing you're looking at is gonna change. Everything is an inside job. Well, you may have to dig deeper to find what will release you. Everything is an inside job. Well, change the way you're looking at a thing. The thing you're looking at is gonna change. Everything is an inside job. Well, you may have to dig deeper to find what will release you. That's the good news and the bad news. Everything, everything,
Everything is an inside job.
everything is an inside job. Well, I said everything, everything. Sing it with me, y'all. Everything is inside job. Amen. Oh, thank you, darling. Woo! It feels so good. I would like to add this song. I hadn't planned to, but I feel that it's appropriate. Just before you say something you can't take away, take a breath and let it out. Try to think about what would love do now. Wondering if you should cross that line for good. inside. Ask yourself from inside, what would love do now? Everything is either an act of love or a cry for love. That's why for love we try for love. In the end, that's all we know that's real. Whether right or wrong, it doesn't matter just as long as you let your heart decide. Ask yourself from inside, what would love do now? Everything is either an act of love or a cry for love. That's why for love we die for love. In the end, that's all we know that's real. Whether right or wrong, doesn't matter just as long as you let your heart decide. Ask yourself from inside, what would love do now? What would love do now? Sing it with me, y'all. What would love do now? What? Before you cross that line for good, say what? Before you say something you can't take away, say what would love do now? What would love do now? In essence, what I would like for you to leave here with is just a greater sense of peace and a knowing that everything is unfolding as it should. Everything's not supposed to be comfortable. We have uncomfortable moments, and there's things that are irritating and things that look scary, but it's going to be okay. You know why it's going to be okay? Because of us. In the way that we treat each other. That's the only thing that's important, is how we treat each other. What would love do now? Now, if you agree with me, I want you to say yes. I want you to say it again. Say yes. Say yes, yes, yes. All right. All right. If it could be that we agree to live in harmony and set aside all that divides for the sake of humanity, would you say yes? Yes, yes, yes. If it could be that we agree to meet on common ground, plant a tree and spread the fruit of love all around, would you say yes? Yes, yes, yes. Come on, everybody, sing with me. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. If you believe in you and me, sing yes, yes, yes. Woo. You believe like I believe we can make a better world. Let's sing to each other till every voice is heard. Sing yes, 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 yes. What to make that we found a way to end all poverty, so all could live with dignity from sea to shining sea. Oh, would you say yes? Come on, everybody, sing with me. Yes, yes, yes. Ooh, yes, yes, yes. If you believe in you and me, say yes, yes, yes. Ooh, come on, everybody, sing with me. Yes, 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 yes. you. God bless you. Woo. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
I believe, right? Say, yes,
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 yes.
yes. All right. Oh, what a fun morning. And this is just the beginning. You know, there's more. 2 o'clock, right? 2 o'clock. When we get into that. Before we go there, take a nice deep breath. Wasn't that fun? Yes, this is the time that we take to celebrate our abundance. And we are blessed. We are blessed in talent. We're blessed in having this amazing place. We're blessed in each and every one of you that come here and call this your spiritual home. And now it's time to celebrate that, because even mystics have bills to pay, right? And so this is the time that we take to celebrate with our generosity. And how do you put a price even on what all of this is worth, right? And the uplift to our hearts and our spirits. And I don't know about you, but this is just what I needed today. So thank you. And so we have this affirmation that I will ask you if you want to do it. If you want to say it along with me, you are welcome to do that as the basket goes around. And we have many ways that we can give here, but that's one of them right there. And as Christina and Pam are going around the room, there are prayer requests in that basket. So if there's anything that is weighing on you, anything that's on your heart, anything that you would like a little extra prayer support, you can put it on that piece of paper, and we'll be praying over those this week. And we know that prayers are answered, and if nothing else, we are all uplifted, you know, by looking out for one another and holding the highest and best for each other. And that's what we get to do as ministers and practitioners. And so I invite you to say this affirmation along with me. It is the nature of life to give of itself, as it is the tree's nature to bear fruit and the flower's nature to bloom. It is my nature to share the gifts of my time, talent, and treasure. I participate in the divine flow of life, giving generously and receiving abundantly. I am blessed and I am a blessing. I am grateful. And so it is, and so it is. All right. And so if you don't have cash or a check, as I said, there's lots of ways that you can give. One of those is our text to tithe, where once you program this number into your phone, you can just put the number in the text box and send it, and it goes right from, it goes from your account to ours.
That's me.
That's you? All right.
That's me.
All right. And that number is 352-320-5110. You can also give at cslocala.org, or we even have a little giving station out there in the vestibule by the coffee. So lots of ways to give. And so come on down, ladies. I'll say a little blessing over this. I usually ask Reverend Peggy to do it, but unless you want to. Oh, so we just take this moment to turn within and feel ourselves in that power and presence that runs in and around and through all things, that is showing up here today through the voice and the wisdom of Mr. Eddie Watkins Jr. and through each and every one of us as we show up as the eyes and ears and voice and heart and feet and hands of Spirit itself. And I'm so very, very grateful for all of these beautiful people, for the light and for the blessing that they're each bringing to their little bit of the world. For I know that each one of us are uplifting each other and uplifting one another in this very moment. I give thanks even for those seeming challenges and for those prayer requests and all of those things that seem scary and sad, for knowing that everything is unfolding in its perfect and right divine order. That we grow. Seeds only grow in the dark. They only grow in the dark as they reach for the light. And so we are each seeds of love and light in this world. And I'm grateful to know that the answer to each and every prayer is already answered in the mind of God. And we support one another and we give thanks as we watch it manifest. And so I release these words with joy and gratitude and great expectation, knowing that it is already done. And so it is. You can play another, you can always play another song as far as I'm concerned.
Am I strong enough to bear the burdens that sometimes come living this thing called life? Am I wise enough to make the right decisions when I'm standing at the fork in the road? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. Will I have enough to do the things I need to do to take care of myself? Will I have the health of mind and body to live a life of grace and wholeness? Sometimes I wonder and ponder, only to realize I'm not alone and there's nothing I have to do on my own, because I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up. Clap your hands and sing it with me, y'all. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. And look at the person next to you and say, you are the place. You are the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. You are the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place where God lives, moves and breathes and has its being. I am the place where God shows up. I am the place. You are the place. We are the place where God shows up.
Yes, and so it is. Woo! Woo! Claim it, feel it, be it. Know that. I know that. And it gives my heart, it just opens my heart and gives me so much joy to know that each and every one of you are out in the world being the place where God shows
Yes,
up. It's
yes.
a beautiful, beautiful thing. And so, what's happening here at CSL Ocala? Daniel, would you like to talk about your class on dynamic governance? Thank you.
So I have some good news for everyone. I hosted the first general workshop on Saturday, and I'm actually going to be offering it again next Saturday. I really highly encourage people to be there, especially if you're in leadership in any team in CSL. So this is a system that honors agency and lets your voice be heard. If you want to be heard, if you want to have agency and you want to be a bigger part of co-creation in your communities, your organizations, please show up to the class. I will give you actionable tools that you can take with you, that you can share with your own communities, your friends, your family. So yeah, that is Saturday, 7 p.m. It's going to be a repeat of the general workshop that I held last week. Does anyone have any questions about the workshop? Yes. Yeah, is there a cost? So thank you. It's a $40 suggested love offering. I am doing a suggested love offering because I want it to be accessible. So if it's outside of your budget, please show up anyway. I'm not going to kick you out the door. Yes, pay what you can, exactly. Thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. How many of y'all know that sometimes when you get people together, there can be challenges and conflict? Right. Well, that is why we're discussing and talking about and living as the beloved community. And so one of the ways that we get along better is in our decision making, right? So if we can find ways to make decisions where everyone feels heard and respected, that's a win, and that's what Daniel brings with this class. The other thing is how we handle conflict, which will be a class coming soon from yours truly. So that's what we're practicing here, right? Is how we take it, not just for use here, but as we're out in the world, in our families and in our neighborhoods and in our workplaces. So it's just a wonderful, wonderful resource. Did I just go backwards? Oh, no, this is, am I going backwards? That part, yes, yes. Come back at 2 o'clock for the rest of the music. I don't know what else you're going to, I know what else you're going to sing. I have an idea of some other songs you might sing. So go have lunch. I think we have a little something back here. We have some food for those who don't want to leave. You want to just hang out and be in our space. You can do that, or you can go out and grab lunch and come back. Suggested love offering of, what are we saying, $20, $25, whatever. How do you put a price on this, right? Give what you feel moved to give, and bring a friend. Simple tools of consciousness. You should have just stayed up here, Daniel. Or put his slides together, right?
Yeah. So Simple Tools of Consciousness is a workshop I've been offering with very simple tools for accessing altered states of consciousness without any sort of external influence, just to go within. So I've been teaching meditation and breath work. The next one is visualization. So I'm going to offer this again on Friday, 7 p.m. I will do visualization. I'm actually postponing the rest after that until after the dynamic governance workshops. So I'll be sharing some of the recordings from the previous workshops, and I definitely encourage people to check those out. And when I start this back up again after the dynamic governance workshops, you'll get a little bit of a better idea about what it's all about. It's really exciting. All the tools, they blend very well together. So if you attended all 10 workshops, you'll be able to see how they come together to let you access the inner worlds a little bit deeper. Yes, question. I do have a recording, yes. I am recording. Yeah, it's hybrid, so you can also, both of these workshops, you can join on Zoom as well. There's a little QR code there that you'll be able to scan on CSL's event website to access that. Yep. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Daniel. Next Sunday, Easter Sunday, we're going to do it CSL Ocala style with a spoken word / poetry slam / open mic with a theme of Still I Rise. And how many of you were here last year for that? It was a beautiful event, really, really powerful. So it's your opportunity to come up here and share, because I know some of you have been through some stuff, and I know some of you have come out on the other side, and I know some of you are extremely creative. And so come on and share your stuff. But you need to contact Norma so we can get you on the schedule. We still have spaces? Excellent, excellent. All right, we got a grand finale. Y'all will want to be here for that. Next week, we are having another special guest speaker, Lama Losang from the Tibetan temple up in Gainesville is going to come and talk about how to cultivate peace of mind during difficult times. And he is also a phenomenal speaker. It's a great, great opportunity to see somebody who usually is in his own place on Sundays, but he's going to take some time to come and be with us. So don't miss that one. And then this is just a little bit of advanced planning for you. Our Weekend of Joy. How many of you were here for the first Weekend of Joy? Get another amazing event. People usually spend a lot of money, and let me tell you, they don't usually happen in our vicinity to have this caliber of retreat facilitator. So we've got John Moore, who does family constellations, and Amy Steinberg, who is the other one, just, right up there with Eddie. I can't say which one, That's in the soundtrack of my life. Amy and Eddie, they were both here for my ordination, so you know how I feel about them. So just advance notice, it will be the weekend of May 30th through June 1st. Oh, that's me. So 100, it's going to be a blast. We're starting Friday night with kind of a sort of a spin on a teze, so it will be music, interactive music. Saturday there's going to be family constellations, 2 sessions with John. Amy's going to wrap it up with a concert in the evening, and then we will have a panel discussion on Sunday morning. So it's going to be lots of fun. Come and join us. And then for those who can't do the whole retreat, if you want to just come for the concert for Amy, it is that Saturday night. Okay, the newsletter's out. How many of you got it? Did you receive the newsletter? Okay, if you didn't and you would like to receive it, see Erin? Not Erin. Well, you can do it on the website. You can sign up on the website. I think it's all working now. So, yeah, do get the newsletter. It will give you all this stuff of what's happening and our themes and that sort of thing. What else? The Science of Minds magazine is in our bookstore. That is another wonderful resource. It is the publication that is put out by the larger organization, Centers for Spiritual Living. It has lots of inspirational readings and affirmations for every day that you can make part of your spiritual practice, and we have that available. And yes, Christina? Yes, please do.
Hi, everybody. So in addition to the Poetry Slam next week, if you know anyone that has little ones, we are having an egg hunt immediately following the Poetry Slam, so about 12:45. And then after that, at 1:30, we're having a potluck lunch. So please feel free to join us. See me with any questions about the egg hunt. And if you have any questions about the food, see Karen back there in the window. She's our person who loves helping people feel love through food. And I hope to see y'all there. Thank you.
Thank you, Christina. There are always volunteer opportunities. Cole is not with us this morning, our volunteer coordinator, but you can scan that QR code and we'll plug you in where your interest meets our need. And we'd love to have you be part of the team. We want to bless our kids? Of course we do. Of course we want to bless our children. Let they be here. So if any of our kids want to come up and get a special blessing, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to. It's all right. We want to love on our kids. Didn't even know hardly that we had any kids. They were so well behaved this morning, weren't they?
I'm gonna let it shine.
They're not going to come?
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Oh, let it shine, shine.
Oh, there's another one coming. We got a couple more? Yes, come on. Do we want to sing again? Let's sing again. Let's sing again.
Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine.
feeling it today.
Yeah, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Oh, let it shine, shine.
Oh, that was sweet. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Let's send them some extra love, right? And so what we say, we rub our hands together and we send them some love and we say, we honor you. We see your light. May it shine on all that you do. And so it is. Yes, yes. And now we do it for ourselves, right? Okay, because we all have a kid inside, right? We honor you. We see your light. May it shine on all that you do. And so it is. And so it is. All right. All right. And so I invite you to say this prayer for protection along with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. And the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. And I think Mr. Eddie's going to take us out with some music.
Well, want to do the peace song?
Yes.
Yeah, we can do
yes, sure.
All right. If you'd like to stand up and join me in the peace song. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with our family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every breath I take, let this be my joyous vow. Take these moments and live